Hey everyone, welcome back to Car Flash, the channel where car reviews are brutally honest, totally unfiltered, and based entirely on real-world driving impressions instead of marketing talk or dealership rehearsals. If you're new here, this is the place where we tell you exactly what a car does right, what it messes up, and whether it deserves your money. No sugarcoating, no hype, and definitely no pretending that everything with four wheels is amazing. Today, we're diving deep into one of Toyota's most important EVs yet, the 2026 Toyota bZ5X, an all-electric three-row SUV that's supposed to push the brand further into the future. Toyota may have been late to the full EV game, but this one is their attempt to silence critics and finally deliver a big family electric SUV that feels like a Toyota, drives like a Toyota, and lasts like a Toyota. Exterior. Starting with the exterior. The front of the bZ5X is immediately recognizable as part of Toyota's electric lineup but also looks more mature than the smaller bZ4X. It has a sleeker, wider stance, with a full-width LED light bar that gives it a futuristic presence without going overboard. Toyota ditched the fake grille look from previous models and instead went with a smooth, aerodynamic nose that actually works for the size of the SUV. The hood is short and clean, and the corners are sculpted to give it that confident, almost premium vibe. In person, it looks bigger than you'd expect, and the way the lights taper toward the center gives it a sharper personality. There's a sense that Toyota really wanted this to look like a proper electric flagship, not just an electrified version of something old. Move to the side and you immediately see how long this vehicle is. The 2026 bZ5X has a stretched wheelbase to fit 3 rows. And Toyota designed the profile to look more SUV and less minivan. You get bold character lines that run across the doors, slightly flared wheel arches, and a floating roof effect created by blacked-out pillars. The wheel options go up to 21 inches, and on the road, they fill the arches well without looking cartoonish. The charging port is placed on the front fender for easy access, and the proportions feel well balanced for such a big electric SUV. The side mirrors are also redesigned for better aerodynamics, and even small touches like the flush door handles add to the clean, futuristic look. This is easily the best proportioned EV Toyota has produced so far. From the back, the bZ5X keeps the light bar theme, stretching a sharp LED strip across the entire width. The tailgate design is clean, with no excessive curves or fake vents. The Toyota badge lights up, giving it a unique signature at night. The rear bumper is simple but robust, with a skid plate-style lower section that hints at SUV toughness. Even though this is a full EV, Toyota kept the design familiar enough for traditional buyers, but modern enough to stand out next to gasoline SUVs. The long roof line, the extended glass, and the muscular back make it look planted, stable, and upscale. Interior. Step inside, and this is where Toyota surprised me the most. The interior of the 2026 bZ5X feels upscale in a way Toyota rarely tries to be. The cabin is spacious, airy, and extremely minimalistic, a step forward from the slightly quirky interior of the bZ4X. The dashboard is dominated by a massive 15-inch touchscreen with Toyota's latest infotainment system, and thankfully, the interface is much smoother and easier to use than before. There's a digital driver display positioned slightly forward, almost like a mini heads-up screen, and it's clear, simple, and free from clutter. The materials feel more premium too, with soft touch surfaces, textured fabrics, and recycled eco-materials that don't feel cheap. The steering wheel has a futuristic square design, and depending on the trim, you can even get the yoke-style steering system, though most buyers will stick with the regular wheel. Space is one of the biggest selling points. The first 2 rows have excellent legroom and headroom, and the third row is actually usable for adults and not just for kids, which is rare in electric SUVs. The flat floor makes moving between rows easier, and Toyota's seat comfort remains one of the best in the class. The panoramic glass roof gives the interior a more open feeling, and sound insulation is noticeably improved. Even at highway speeds, the cabin stays quiet, something Toyota clearly worked hard on. Now let's talk performance, and here's where things get interesting. The 2026 bZ5X is built on the latest ET and GA platform, With upgraded battery chemistry designed for better range and durability, it comes with multiple powertrain options, starting with the single-motor front-wheel drive version producing around 215 horsepower. But most buyers will likely go for the dual-motor all-wheel drive model, which pushes out roughly 320 horsepower and delivers a much stronger, more confident drive. Acceleration isn't Tesla-level quick, but it's smooth, responsive, and more than enough for a big SUV full of passengers. Toyota focused on stability and comfort, not drag race numbers, and it shows. Range is expected to be around 450 to 500 kilometers depending on the variant, thanks to its larger battery pack. Charging speeds are finally upgraded to a Toyota claims fast charging from 20% to 80% can happen in about 28 minutes under ideal conditions. The ride quality is one of the bZ5X's strongest points. It feels planted, solid, and tuned for families. The suspension absorbs bumps well, and even though it's a heavy EV, Toyota managed to keep their handling predictable and controlled. It's not sporty, but it's extremely comfortable, and that's exactly what most buyers in this segment want. Let's talk prices, because this is where Toyota usually plays safe. Early estimates suggest the 2026 bZ5X will start around the mid-$50,000 range for the base trim and go up to about $65,000, $70,000 for the fully loaded AWD long-range models. That puts it right in line with the Kia EV9, Subaru's upcoming 3-row EV, and even some trims of the Tesla Model Y long-range 7-seater. But what Toyota is really selling here is long-term reliability and brand trust, something EV buyers desperately want, considering how many new EV startups struggle with durability and service. So, after spending time with the 2026 Toyota bZ5X, the big question is, should you actually consider it? If you're looking for a full electric 3-row SUV that feels like a true family vehicle, offers Toyota-level build quality, and doesn't go crazy with weird EV styling or unnecessary gimmicks, then yes, the bZ5X is shaping up to be one of the most sensible picks in its class. It may not be the fastest or the flashiest, but it nails comfort, practicality, and refinement. Toyota's approach here is simply make an EV that behaves like a normal, dependable SUV, and honestly, that's exactly what the market needs. Thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed this unfiltered review, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Car Flash, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our upcoming brutally honest car reviews. Drop a comment letting me know what you think of the bZ5X and whether Toyota finally got their EV formula right. I'll catch you in the next one. You drive safe and stay sharp.